Manuel Ugarte to Manchester United.
There we land.
There we land. Here we go. Whatever phrase you want to use, it doesn't matter because finally, it's about time Manuel Ugarte is a Manchester United player. Now, this saga feels like it's been going on for absolutely ages. I think we first shown interest maybe in like June, mid-June, I'd say, just before or just as the start of the Euros international tournament in the summer. So we've been linked to him. We've been interested in him for a very long time. Obviously, it's always looked like it was going to eventually end up happening, but it's finally happened now. I'm happy about it. It's about time. Let's talk about it. Let's see what Ugarte can bring to United, the sort of player he is. And basically, let's talk about the transfer. I mean, Manuel Ugarte, the fee is €50 million from PSG with €10 million add-ons, performance-based add-ons, etc., etc. So it's around £41 million, which I think is a good deal. Considering PSG paid $60 million last season, it's sort of, you know, we've knocked 20 million off that price, basically, haven't we? So, again, he didn't impress an awful lot at PSG last year. He only made 25 appearances in the league, a couple in the Champions League as well, but he never really solidified his starting position in that PSG team. So, again, he still needs to prove himself for United, and it's going to be interesting. We needed a player like him. Let's just put it straight. We needed a brute of a midfielder like him. So, I'm glad we've done it. I am glad we've done it. Another thing I would say is another great thing about this signing is he really, really wants to come to United as well. He's been wanting to come for months and months, and to finally get it done. I think it's probably been annoying for him to not be, obviously he's not been played by PSG whilst this saga's going on. He's been frozen out completely of the squad. So to finally get this deal done, a move we could have done last year before he went to PSG, we were interested then as well. But I think he knew straight away he wanted to come to Manchester United. He even put a little a Twitter post up before saying with like the eye emojis, getting ready to join Man United. I love it when players do that, you know, sort of announce the sign. He's not officially announced it himself, but, you know, sort of hinted at it as Fabrizio's tweeted about it. So yeah, I'm buzzing. And obviously, we've got this deal over the line with the sale of Scott McTominay, which I need to talk about. Now, Scott McTominay will be leaving Manchester United. He's going to go to Napoli, which I think is a very interesting move for Scott McTominay. I think we've seen him score quite a lot of goals, haven't we, for United in the Premier League, and I don't think it's going to be any different in Serie A. I think he's a big physical player. He'll suit the game out there. He's literally depending on where Napoli play him. If they decide to play him further forward, I think he could be a good goal threat for Napoli. We know he can score goals. So he's going to go to Serie A, which is a very interesting move, but it's about time. Like, I like McTominay, I do, but as a player, he's sort of one of those players we needed to move on a few years ago, and it's just, you know, when they get into the final year of the contract, we're sort of having to sell them, sort of thing, which, again, instead of doing that, just sell them in the first place, and we wouldn't have been in this situation anyway. It's probably going to be the same with Lindelof. I know Hannibal's going to Burnley as well, so that's another midfield slot available for Ugarte to slot into. So we're recuperating a lot of money with the McTominay sale, which I think is 25 million. Hannibal's about 10 million. So 35 million there has probably been spent on the Ugarte deal, which is good. So we're using player sales as well to get deals over the line, which I'm happy about. But anyway, let's move on to Manuel Ugarte. What can he bring to Manchester United? Now, straight away, I'm buzzing with the signing. I think it is a position we needed, obviously. I think at the minute, United's window is probably looking at a 7 out of 10. I still think we need a left back because we're playing Dalot out of position still there because Shaw's always injured. Malacia, who knows about Malacia? Who knows about Malacia? So I do think we need another left back, and then it probably can go up to a 9 out of 10 window, which I think for Ineos' first window is very good. I think they have taken the time on this Ugarte deal, but they've got it done eventually. PSG are never an easy team to negotiate with, so yeah, I'm happy it's finally done. I am happy it's finally done. Anyway, I think with Ugarte, I think he's going to bring a lot to Manchester United. I think he's sort of that bully in the midfield. He reminds me of a little bit, not in terms of the plays, but a little bit. He's obviously not as good as this player, but in terms of the play styles, he reminds me a little bit of Gattuso in there. He's a no-nonsense midfielder. I mean, him and Casemiro in midfield would be a bit I don't know. I don't know if I trust that. Yellow cards galore, let's just say. And again, I don't think that should be the case. I think Ugarte is the long-term replacement for Casemiro. It's probably Casemiro's last year at United, I'd say, and Ugarte would then replace him. And you'll have Mainu, Ugarte, and Bruno Fernandes. I think anyway. But I'm just straight away with Ugarte. I think it's all in the eyes with him. I do. I think it's all in the eyes for Ugarte. He's got that crazy look in his eyes, like Martinez, Casemiro, Dalot, De Ligt, Mazraoui, Højlund. You know, all these players, Onana as well even, that want to do everything they can for the club. It's hard to really explain, but I think he's a warrior. He's 100% a warrior. I think, you know, I hate to say this, but Maguire, Shaw, Rashford, they don't really have that determination in their eyes. I don't know why I'm basing it off their eyes, but if you know what I mean, it's hard to explain. I think Ugarte has just got something about him where he's going to want to win, 100%. He's going to want to win. He's going to want to win. I think he's going to do everything he can to win, which sort of brings me on to, I think he's going to be diving into tackles an awful lot, so expect to see a lot of slide tackles coming in from Manuel Ugarte this season. A lot of yellow cards are going to come his way as well. But he's going to be one of those players who fights for his teammates, fights for the club. If anyone's in danger, in a little scuffle, he'll be there, breaking it up or getting involved, and I like that. As long as he don't get sent off all the time, obviously. He needs to have that. He needs to be level-headed in that aspect of the game, but I'm happy. I want winners in this team. Ugarte, you could argue he's a winner. He's obviously won the league at PSG, but that's like, come on, that's always going to happen. But I think he is a winner. I think we've got a future winner on our hands with Ugarte. I think when I look at winners at Man United, I do look at Onana. I think he is a winner. I think he does want to win things. Dalot definitely. De Ligt definitely. Martinez definitely. Casemiro definitely. Obviously, I mean, I say that. I don't know if he does now. I think he just, well, yeah, you know what? No, I'm being a bit harsh there. He is a winner. Casemiro's a winner. We know he's a serial winner at Real Madrid. Bruno wants to win. You know, all these players who want to win trophies for the club. Garnacho as well. Højlund as well. So, I'm really happy with the signing, like I said. One thing I will say is, there's not really any more excuses for Ten Hag. Now, I'm one of Ten Hag's biggest fans. I'd never wanted him to go at the end of last season. I'm happy he stayed, but now he's got his signings he wanted. Whether or not you think he wanted it, well, no, he definitely wanted Ugarte. He's a man that has been chasing this player for like 2 months. He wanted Ugarte. It was his primary target, first, second, and third target. Like Fabrizio said, they were the 3 targets, all Manuel Ugarte. So he's got his man. He's got the players he wants. Ten Hag can technically, I think, field a squad of players he's brought in. So there's no excuses for Ten Hag now. I'm his biggest fan, but they're going to be onto him. We know that. They're going to be onto him. He's got the players he wants. He needs to implement his style now and start getting results. Okay? 2 trophies, absolutely amazing. Like, I can't fault him on that. Again, I don't want Ten Hag gone. I don't think he should have gone last year. I don't want the pressure on Ten Hag. I want him to do his thing, but I think there is going to be that outside speculation, outside pressure, which there always is with United anyway, but particularly on Ten Hag because of the players he's brought in. So I'm just hoping he can live up to those expectations. Get those players integrated very quickly. I think Ugarte is a player who can get integrated very quickly. He's not sort of the player who's... It's going to be hard to integrate into this team. I mean, our midfield anyway of the last few years has been a shambles, hasn't it? So I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing with the Ugarte deal. But again, Ten Hag, I hope he can start implementing a style which we've seen. I think the press this season, both games, Fulham and Brighton, was immaculate. Until certain players came off, you could argue as well, but you can see he's starting to implement a style. And I think with the coaches, Van Nistelrooy, Rennie Hack as well, we are going to start seeing a style of play. The most important thing is win on Sunday. Liverpool at home. I don't care if we play awful. 3 points is all that matters. Like I said, the first 3 games of the season, you don't need to play well. You just need points on the board. That's what we need to do against Liverpool on Sunday. So, will Manuel Ugarte make his debut? That's the next question, isn't it? Hopefully. I want to see him play. I'd actually, if he's available, I'd be tempted. No, I wouldn't start him, I don't think. I think Casemiro so far has proved to be up to the speeds again. So, but I think, again, like I said, it's the international break after this weekend as well. So I think Ugarte will be a good player for United. I think he'll integrate very well. So what do you think of the Manuel Ugarte signing? I'm a big fan of it. I think one more player for United, a left back in particular, could get this window from a 7 to a 9 out of 10. But let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.